So you guys are gonna have to tell me when the microphone goes all mute again. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do before we even get started? I'm gonna unplug the microphone just to be on the safe side. I'll unplug it myself. Hang on. We're gonna do this preemptively. Maybe we can bypass the Streamlabs curse by unplugging it ahead of time. What's up, guys? Yo, honestly, I barely have a stream put together at this point, and it's not like I was super busy today. I just put it off and figured there'd be enough shit to go over that I wouldn't have to really think about it. Wednesday's kind of like Windows the mic prematurely, exactly. No, I was thinking, that there'd be plenty of drama today, but it's honestly, there's not that much, dude. Like it's there. There's drama. There's news. It's just not as crazy as I thought it was gonna be. Multi-streams off. Rumble starting screen's much louder. I was kind of jamming. Can barely hear it on the YouTuber kick side. Not off. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Odd. Oh. I was gonna say he muted himself before the show. No, dude. I figured we would try to get ahead of it, and I would just unplug it preemptively and then plug it back in, and see if we can bypass Streamlabs or Windows muting the microphone. So I figured we'd just get around that, early on. Try to get ahead of it. But yeah, guys, happy Wednesday. Highguard had to die so Voto could live. So that's gonna be a thing we're gonna talk about. I am gonna put a poll though, because I am curious, guys. I am not bi-curious, just very curious. Let me do this here. I was scratching my pocket, by the way. Don't get any ideas. I'm not DSPing on you guys over here. Let me see. Hey, Tekla. Bi-curious confirmed. I'm not trying to show my poll. What are you talking about? Oh, different kind of poll. We're just going to give two options. Keep it simple. Why is it trying to... I don't need this other option. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. Oh. Hey, Tekla. How are you doing today? Or tonight, I guess I should say, since we're on opposite sides of the world. Tonight for me, today for you. Yeah, so there's some news to talk about. Obviously, Highguard shutting down. I covered that in an article today because Josh Sobel came back out, the dude that wrote that essay about basically how gamers and YouTubers killed Highguard. Gay or not gay. Uber duper gay. Super gay. Ooh, we're already off 80%, I voted yes because of Schadenfreude. Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things that I'm very curious about. Again, if you could test to see how much the chat actually respects you. I promise you guys, here's the thing. This would not be another relooted situation. I would not be sitting there punching myself in the nuts, trying to keep myself awake, playing it because I hated it so much. This would be a situation where I would be watching it for the mimetic value, and that's about it. But I understand. I get it. Not everyone's going to want to sit through that and suffer through that, so I totally understand it. Just curious. I'm throwing that out there as an option. We don't have to do it. I don't have to stream tomorrow night. I could make a video making fun of it, and the video would probably do far better than a stream would do. So I just wanted to throw that as an option out there. Oh, speaking of which, guys, I have to get another option for Discord set up. We got to get that shit done. I know, I think it was Oblivion put that on Discord, a few different, like, TeamSpeak and something else. I think it was called Matrix. I need to look into something else, because Discord sucks. I like most of them to want to suffer through a horde playthrough. Things that make game devs so cringe is how they talk like women, no accountability. Another option is root. Yeah, I've looked into root. I haven't actually poked around in root too much. I haven't rooted around too much. Reloaded was bad. Marathon, I literally begged you to turn the game off. Well, dude, no, Marathon was straight up hurting my eyes. I didn't hate playing. Marathon was like Highguard for me. Yeah, the game itself, everything combined was like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10. So I could play it without hating the experience completely. The problem for Marathon was it actually hurt to look at. Root seems to look and run almost exactly like early Discord. Oh, that's pretty promising then. I don't know how Discord looked back in the day. I've only been on Discord for about 5 years now, maybe something like 4 or 5 years. So I'm not entirely sure. Apparently, we're making all the hoodies for my my son's baseball team. Maybe my daughter's softball team. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, all right. Let's go ahead and get the funnies out of the way because there is a good funny here. Let me see where we're at. Oh yeah, this one. This one's pretty good. Let me kill the music. I've been hanging on to this one for a while. Haven't actually put it on stream yet. I'm running out of eyes to assault F Marathon. Yeah. Yo, NS, 18 months. My guy.
It has been a while, A. How goes, big man?
Hey, it has been a while. Dude, I've been thinking about you practically every stream. In fact, I know you're still on Discord, but I wasn't sure if you were actually active on there or not. And we were just talking about I need to come up with a different option for Discord. So we're kind of working that, out, kicking that around. But dude, NS, I appreciate you hanging around, even though I know you've probably been busy with life and shit. So good to see you're alive, my guy. And thank you for the 18 months, dude. That's a hell of a long time. I think you and Smeg are coming in. Smeg just renewed at 18 months too. So I think you guys are like neck and neck right there. Crazy. Dude, think about how time flies, man. That's unreal. That is nuts. Thinks about you while showering? Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to say if I do or don't. All right. So this is from Lord of the Rings memes on Twitter. It's if Trump was Sauron from Lord of the Rings Part 2. I didn't know that there was a Part 1. I'll pass on that one, yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you for not jumping on that one. This one's pretty funny. Hang on, let me make sure it's loud enough.
I want to build a big, beautiful golf course on the Dead Marshes and call it Morgulagor.
What in Valinor's name is he talking about?
You know, the dwarves were doing great things with my rings. They mined a lot of gold, probably more gold than anyone's ever mined before.
They talk too deep to Cousin Jim!
Who says it was too deep? I don't think it was too deep. I say mine, baby, mine.
They released a Balrog into the mines of Moria! It killed them all!
That was Morgoth's Balrog. I had nothing to do with that Balrog.
But you were a servant of Morgoth. It's all recorded in the scrolls of the old kings.
Fake scrolls written by fake scribes. There was no collusion with Morgoth. Next question.
Is it true you made the Witch King the Warden of Health?
Yes, he's a great guy, handsome guy, very healthy. I think he's gonna do a great job as the Warden of Health. The elven houses of healing are a scam invented by the elf care industry to keep the people of Middle-earth sick.
Lies!
I want to...
The elf care industry. When I heard that the first time, I was dying. Oh, man, that shit was pretty funny. Yeah, so I've been sitting on that one for a while. No homo. Let me see here. What else we got? What's the show that's a parody of Vikings? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't watch Vikings. I know everybody and their uncle watched that show Vikings, and as much as I love like Nordic and Celtic stuff and Vikings and all that shit, I don't know, I just never got into the show. Let me see here. Oh, here's a cool one, guys. This is a solo game developer recently went viral for recreating Diablo 2 in first person using Unreal Engine 5. Check this out. This is insane. Hang on a sec. Of course, you'd have to have played Diablo 2 to really appreciate it. Easily better than Avowed already. Although the video quality sucks. Dude, I want to go back and play Diablo 2. I really should. Again, the only problem with Unreal Engine 5 is everything starts to kind of look samey, you know? But yeah, I know my old nerd self was geeking out watching that. I'm like, dude, I need to play Diablo 2. All right, so it was Norseman, but it's cringe as fuck. I didn't even know anything about that, dude. Again, all I knew about was the actual Vikings show. I never watched the Vikings show. I never watched anything that was a spin-off or whatever. Yay, but I still hate UE5. That's where I feel, man. That's exactly it. Mario Unreal 5 looks like this too. It's like, okay, if you only ever saw one game made in UE5, you'd be like, whoa, that's amazing. This is incredible. But then you see like game after game after game made in UE5, and they all have the exact same look. It's the weirdest thing, no matter how different the games themselves are. They all have the same overall aesthetic, and it's kind of like, dude, we've seen the same thing now so many times. But again, cool concept. I like the idea. So, getting into Highguard. Highguard. I wish I had the like what is it, the funeral song they play in the military, dun dun dun, you know, when the ship sinks or something. Oh my god, this game, holy shit. All right, so Highguard is now officially shut down. I know, big surprise. 45 days later. Everything in UE5 looks brown. Motion blur. Lighting, and yeah, exactly, a lot of motion blur. Say Fortunate Son. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, no, I love CCR. No, I wish I had like that. I think I've got it on my soundboard. I just don't have it on my actual Stream Deck. But I wrote this up because earlier today, and this will be really funny to take a look at. In fact, I don't think I have the numbers pulled up. I'll pull them up in a minute. I wrote this up earlier today because Highguard, despite being the last day it was available, was having an issue breaking 500 players for its final day. Do the Keeley voice for Highguard. Yes. Welcome to Highguard. Oh my god, that needs to be, I need to have that for a little video clip. Swear to god, that was probably one of the worst parts of that entire preview, was the way that he introduced it. Like, not even gonna lie. Oh man, okay. So I said we're not even halfway into 2026, and Highguard, the debut free-to-play game from Wildlight Entertainment, will officially go offline tomorrow. While this game has received plenty of coverage over the past few months, the thing that it was never able to find was a target audience, something that even paid titles desperately need to survive. By comparison, Bungie's contentious new extraction shooter Marathon seems to be resonating with a core, albeit limited, player base. Dude, Cage, I swear to God, it's like, that'll be stuck in my brain till the day I die, him saying Highguard like that. In the recent days, we've seen admissions from the devs that the game was pushed out to the public before it was ready due to the fact that the studio was running out of funds. This followed the news that Tencent, the Chinese tech conglomerate, was the single largest backer of the studio, and after seeing the lack of interest in Highguard among potential customers, pulled their support from Wildlight entirely. On March 10th, disgraced ex-Wildlight developer Josh Sobel made his return to X. I don't know if you guys even saw this, man. Retard. Welcome to Retard. I mean, swear, you could do that with like Welcome to Jurassic Park with like Hammond. After previously posting and then deleting a now infamous essay in which he displayed the toxic positivity at Wildlight and blamed gamers and reactionary YouTubers for the failure of his game, he has now come out and posted a revised version of his previous diatribe. So, guys, remember this dude, Josh Sobel? He did that gigantic essay where he was complaining about how people killed his game and the game was amazing. Everybody in the studio said it was going to be the next big thing. It was too big to fail. It was incredible. It would be the game that wouldn't fail, right? And then the game failed and he blamed everybody but themselves. So he brought this out. He put this out here on Twitter. He said, Since I reactivated my account, I'll address the elephant in the room. My now deleted tweet following the Highguard layoff news a month ago was a mistake. I know, no shit, Sherlock. Yeah, Joshy Poo. I was stressed, devastated, angry, and running on 2 hours of sleep. It was not wise to take my pain to the internet in that volatile state. No shit, man. I stand by the intent. Okay, that's a really weird sentence. I stand by the intent behind much of what I said, but I phrased it poorly, kind of like that sentence. And some of my anger was misdirected. Some of it. Wow. He's so gracious. I believe the online discourse around Highguard had some very dark corners that may have accelerated the timeline of our failure beyond the natural outcome of reasonable critique. No, bullshit. Dude, Jeff Keighley and the Game Awards, even giving them a trailer, if they were already out of money when they released the game on January 26th, if they were already out of money, they had nothing but positive, viewership to gain from Jeff Keighley putting that trailer out there. Nobody knew about the game, so the game's out of money. They have to push it out there. They would have pushed it out there to a recurring audience of about 3,000 people had the game launched without the trailer at the Game Awards. Nobody would have heard about it. Like, that is such crap. My Keighley moment burned in my mind is that pathetic Doritos and Mountain Dew Halo setup. Dude, that was before my time of paying attention to Jeff Keighley. Let me see here. So he says, some of my anger was misdirected. I believe the online discourse around Highguard had some very dark corners that may have accelerated the timeline of our failure beyond the natural outcome of reasonable critique, but it wasn't the primary cause, and I don't believe that the ultimate outcome would have been thoroughly different without it. There were a lot of elements involved, and there was no way to know how it would have gone under different circumstances. Come on, man. Come on, dude. Your game got more viewership than it ever would have had, even without the controversy. Come on. I restored my Twitter account a few days before the 1 month no recover date because I value the connections I've made on here. I'll keep replies locked to accounts that I follow for the time being because I maintain the right to protect my mental health. It's time for my next chapter. Thanks for listening. So I quote tweeted this and said, "You claim to have been under immense stress and lack of sleep leading up to your deleted essay, in which you blamed everyone other than the studio that made Highguard for it failing, and here you are again doubling down. So you've learned nothing from this after all. Pity." I've been big into gaming stuff since I was a kid, like 2006-07. I remember Dorito Pope. No, see, I was big into gaming. I just didn't pay attention to what was popular. So I didn't even know that there was a Game Awards until about 7 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, just because I didn't pay attention to that shit. I had my life. I worked too much. I played video games too much. And then I got married, had kids. Video game time kind of dialed back, but still played games. And it's like I didn't pay attention to the whole online discourse, the Game Awards shows, Game of the Year contention, all that kind of crap. I really didn't follow. I would just buy a game, go home and play it on my Xbox or my Nintendo. That was it. That was pretty much the extent of it. Or 2,000 plus hours a year sucked into Guild Wars, that kind of shit. Let me see here. So I wrote, "This will likely fall on deaf ears as gamers have grown tired of being blamed for inferior products failing to meet unrealistic expectations. Furthermore, it would seem that Highguard's last ride will be a bit of a disappointment as fewer than 500 concurrent players even checked in today on Steam to give it one last go. While this number could increase in the next few hours, it is ultimately irrelevant as Highguard has already earned its legacy of becoming Concord 2. So here is the Steam DB page. Let's take a look and see what the high was today, because it actually rose right after. I'm talking within 10 to 15 minutes after putting this article out, the number actually rose. And so let's see what it got up to today. Dude, they hit a 24-hour peak of 784. Oh, I know, Matt Adam. You got to throw the grifter word out there. I reached 700 while I was on it. I mainly played this for the memes, of course. Right, Sam Fisher, exactly. So yeah, it got up to 784 on Steam. I mean, dude, that deserves a round of applause right there. Not even kidding. And I take credit for some of that because not even joking. I'm talking, I posted my article on Twitter. I put it on my website and on Twitter. And within about 20 minutes, the Steam chart jumped way up. DB Wild says, "I'm going to write this here because YouTube keeps eating it. I stand behind the intent behind spanking her behind the dumpster in the alley behind the club." What the hell, man? All right, Cage, no worries. We'll be here. Unless the internet craps out, but it shouldn't. I swear to God, man. You guys are the reason that my YouTube chat is always disabled after the streams. You know it's true. So, beyond that, Smash JT quote tweeted, said, Highguard dev attempts to admit he was wrong, stumbles halfway through and says he still kind of meant it, still has me blocked. Actually, Josh Sobel never blocked me. That's funny. These are the very same people destroying the video game industry from the inside. They cry, then come back groveling when the proverbial rake smacks them in the face. Highguard was a monumental disaster. You guys lied about who funded you. You lied about the game being complete. Put out a product people tried and decided not to play again. Own the L. Stop trying to be wishy-washy to offset blame to gamers. I think that's the general sentiment most people feel at this point. You love it? I mean, not gonna lie. It wouldn't be a stream like one of our streams if we didn't actually have some unhinged comments in the chat. Smash also says developer Wildlight Entertainment has updated their studio webpage to remove the list of names and pictures for its employees. So I mean they're done beyond done apparently. He said it can still be accessed via the Wayback Machine. Oh my. That's a look for you right there. I mean, holy crap, this is their team page, and the first two pictures have about as much soy as, I don't know, half the non-dairy section at like a Costco or something. Like, holy shit, dude. That's crazy. I wonder if tomorrow it'll say no longer available. Probably. They're not going to keep their website going if they don't have any developers. If they're not making games, if they have no funding, if they have no staff, they're not going to keep their website going. That's kind of a no-brainer. Larry Bundy came and said, I wanted to try Highguard on my Xbox before the servers shut down forever. Microsoft has deleted it off my hard drive. Has this happened with anyone else? I suspected they deleted Suicide Squad off my console too, and I had to rebuy the game. WTF. Why would you rebuy Suicide Squad? Come on, man. Why would you do that? Being unhinged means being kind of crazy. My comments never come from a place of craziness. I'm just naturally filthy and have a hard time filtering myself. Yeah, dude, I understand that. That's how I am on Twitter. There's only about like 10% of what I'm thinking that I don't actually post on Twitter. But in general, about 80 to 90% of what goes through my brain, I just post. Off topic, yeah, Epic Games all for gamers is rising cost of V-Bucks, so you pay more for less. Matt Adams, does that shock anybody? I mean, Steam, we're going to talk about Steam in a minute. Steam is constantly under attack from like governments and organizations around the world. And Epic is, for some weird reason, like the glory child who can't ever get in trouble. It's crazy, despite the fact that Epic sucks ass and nobody likes them. So yeah, it's true. If you go to the Steam store page for Highguard and you go down here, Highguard is no longer available on the Steam store. That's just wild, man. Like, that is just crazy. Wow, somebody actually put 21 and a half hours. This is the thing, guys. People wanted to say it's all just people who played it for 30 minutes and got rid of it. Dude, 21 and a half hours to say not recommended, okay? And 19 and a half hours at the time of review. Yeah, I think the Grenier, whatever his name is, Chad Grenier, I think is the guy from Wildlight, the actual game director. He said that the average play time was like 90 minutes per person. Like, that's much better than people try to actually, lead on. I'm loving you post that Ice Agent with Are You Man question on a lot of... Dude, DB Wild, that is my go-to. I see somebody who's trooning out and acting like a complete asshole. That's what I post, man. That's just... It's the easiest response. Early in the stream I said, get that pussy. Somebody was probably playing a cat washing simulator, I assume, I hope. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, we're fucked. Two big reviews explain why I didn't think it was a good game. 16 and a half hours for not recommended. I enjoyed the game, has potential, needs a lot more content with a dedicated team. When you lay off hardworking devs right after release, I don't see that happening. Not supporting this game anymore. And these are people who actually kind of liked the game. Here you go, 1.3 hours, epitome of mid. Yeah. 12 hours, I put in 12 hours, so I think I can say I gave this game more than a fair shake, and it's bad. Not that crazy. It was just a shit game, but some people play it too much and even buy some MC. There's no hope for some, I swear. Dude, for real. I mean, you're not wrong about that. I gave Highguard about 3.5 to 4 hours. A little bit more than I gave Marathon, only because Marathon was like, dude, it was legit hurting my eyes and my brain to have to play that game. But I mean, honest to God, if you look at the overall replies, I mean, this guy, all he wrote was, "Can I fart?" But he put 2.5 hours in. I was trying to get B-roll footage for future videos. Game literally crashed on me 3 times in doing it. F this game, rotten hell. Almost 3 hours played. What more can you ask for? 9 hours played. Negative review. It bit me. I don't even know what that means. Time to kill for the game is absolutely atrocious, right? Are we talking about Marathon, Sam Fisher, or are we talking about Highguard? Because Highguard and Marathon had complete polar opposite issues when it comes to time to kill. Marathon's time to kill is very fast, like incredibly fast. Upload a video reacting to the comments and community posts of these DEI slop games. I might get around to that, dude. Actually, I might do that at some point. What I've decided already after doing it one time was I don't want to ever do videos that are just clips of my live stream. I don't like that. I don't like anything about that. It works for other people just fine. That's great, whatever. I don't like doing it. So for me, it's a matter of like dedicating the time, if I already have a video in mind, to doing that instead of something else. But you know, that's honestly, I've seen a few people, can't remember his name, guy Lefty or whatever his name is on YouTube. He does that quite a bit where he goes through comment sections and reads them, and it's funny. So me, when I see security at the mall, Highguard. Highguard, yeah, the time to kill in Highguard wasn't great. It was kind of equivalent to Apex Legends if you're always playing at distance, versus a game where, like, you know, Marathon's sweaty, up in your face, constant, you know, instant death kind of thing. If you want that, watch Lefty. Yeah, I think Lefty is the one. I can't remember his full YouTube name, but I think that's what his... I stumbled upon him a week or two ago going over, I think it was Marathon stuff. I can't remember. There's just been so much, guys. Way too much. It's crazy. Here you go. Gaming Prophet says the prophecy shall be complete. Of course, you can't see it because my screen's in the way, but this is Highguard over here, obviously. Concord Marathon. Prophecy is nearly complete. This would be really funny to put on a t-shirt. Not this exact thing, because I don't want to rip somebody else's art, and it looks like somebody either AI generated this or actually spent the time to tweak it, put their little watermark there. But something similar like that would be really funny on a freaking shirt. You already watch him? Oh, cool. It's so funny. YouTube is such a small place. It's a massive place, but for some weird reason, the communities on YouTube kind of overlap. Still floored by the difference in takes on Marathon. Trio guys I watch on Rummy have been playing Marathon and they're loving it. The visual filters to lessen the eye pain. What the fuck's going on in New York? Dude, I don't even know, man. I'll pay attention to some like political and news world event type stuff, but recently I've just been so burned out, man. Actually, I don't get a headache watching them play. Yep, DB Wild, it's worse watching somebody else play Marathon than playing it yourself. But even that being said, playing it and having to... So, in the game, the colors on Marathon look bad. They just look ugly. The character models, the environment, everything looks like shit. But it doesn't hurt my head to look at when I'm playing the game as much. When I get out of the game, I go, okay, that was decent. That wasn't a bad experience. 7.5 out of 10. Easy. You know, workable gameplay. Mechanics are all good. The guns all feel fine. Nothing like really stood out to me at the time. But then you get out of the game and you go back to the menu. And once you get to the menu screens, it's like, holy shit, this is ass. Like straight up ass. So, hey, Equilibrium. Marathon's the chosen one. We have the high card. Yeah, no, Anakin, I've got the high ground. Highway is a word. HY is a word. Hey all. What? How's that a word? Are you making up your own language now? Dude, wait, what? I made like $8,000 profit on an investment I'd forgotten about. When that deposit hit, I started to hear Hava Nagila in the background. What? Who is that? I have no idea who that is. But 8,000, dude. I had at one time last year about $6,000 tied up on Robinhood into things that I had a positive return on investments, crypto, and a few other stocks. Even though I'd lost like $800 at one point with the whole AMC GameStop thing. Now I'm basically broke, and I sold most of my stocks and investments just to pay rent last month. So it's crazy how things just take a turn, you know? I'm never late. I arrive when I mean to. Dude, honestly, Wagon Burner, that's a good reminder that I probably haven't even been paying attention if there's anybody on Twitch chat, because it's integrated with Streamlabs, and I don't typically watch Streamlabs unless chat doesn't show up for some reason. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping they ban me on Twitch at some point. Oh, the Jewish Israeli theme song. I got you now. Okay, I don't even know that one, man. Okay, so there's this new... Guys, I got to pull this up on Steam. Screw Highguard. Let's stop talking about Highguard for a second. There's a game, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it, Over the Top World War I. This game, I've watched gameplay of, and while it's kind of messy, it's kind of like... It's an indie game, right? It is so cool. I swear to God, this game looks like a lot of fun. It looks like... Because it's World War I, not World War II. It's like Hell Let Loose, but a little bit more chaotic, not as organized, because it's all just voice proximity chat. There's no like command chat. There's no 5 different squads and this and that and all that shit. And it's indie, so it's kind of wacky and shit, right? Oh, Crimson Desert, dude, I'm interested in Crimson Desert. I'm not gonna be buying it, but I'm interested, man. Show off the one I sent you earlier. No. Dude, you said that to me. I looked at it. I'm like, am I supposed to be impressed or horrified? I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, I saw this first, not from Asmongold, but from Clean. If you know Clean over on Twitch, he's friends with like Brandon Herrera and Donut Operator and stuff. I'm kind of his doppelganger if I was clean shaven and a bit more, if I had more hair. Clean and I would look a lot very similar if I didn't have a beard and I had more hair on my head, but that's neither here nor there. Letitia James, the same fat cow who went after Trump over ridiculous charges. Yeah, same person going after Lord Gabe, and he completely destroyed her and her team, wanting more personal information. That's insane, dude. We're going to talk about the lawsuit stuff with Steam, with Valve in a minute. Yeah, it's very impressive for indie. I'm actually curious about it, dude. Talk to me. I saw this game and now I'm interested. Dude, for real. This game, honestly, from what I've seen, it's got a very small player base because it's an indie game. But what it does is it's actually got bots on the map to help fill the map, because it's supposed to be like 100v100. So obviously, in situations where you have low player count lobbies, there's going to be bots running around. But if in a situation like this, I have no problem with that, because again, it's an indie game. It's a small project. Until they have a better total player base, you got to do what you got to do. You know, nothing wrong with that. Bi-curious. What the hell, man? Not if I looked completely different, just shaved and had more hair. That's about it. No. Business venture for you, called Knuckle Shuffles for Shorties. It's set up to give a helping hand to little people. What? I don't even want to know, man. I don't even want to know. I can't with you right now. Titanfall did the same thing with the NPC faction mates. Yeah, Titanfall 2, I didn't play the first one, but Titanfall 2 had the like the military personnel running around the map, but they also had the weren't called wraiths, ghosts. No, the small, not full size Titan. They were robotic, running around the map. Caught what too? Yeah, shut up, guys. Just shut up. Anyways, yeah, no, this game looks fun, and it's on sale. It's relatively cheap. It's less than $20. The only thing stopping me from buying it, A, being lack of time, and B, being I should save my $20 to pay my electric bill or something with, is the fact that the one thing that would have me worried is longevity of a game like this, because player base, you know, like if you look it up on Steam right now, Over the Top. And this is where, look, the people have been saying, like, SteamDB is a terrible thing for games, and we got to get rid of the Steam numbers. This is important, because if you're trying to make an informed decision about buying a game, especially like this right now, right, you want to know for sure, is this game going to be around a month from now, right? Like, if I play this, if I buy this, if I commit to this, is it going to exist in a month? And if it's not, then why the hell would you buy it, right? You know, you're worried about longevity. Shut up, man. Comment was deleted with quickness. Yeah, he retracted that one real fast. Hey, Susano, no worries. Whoever's saying we need to get rid of it is a corpo cuck without realizing. That big Twitch streamer, Gathalion, I don't know. I kind of assume that they're all like far lefty retards at this point if they're on Twitch. He was one of the ones saying, "Oh, I'm so tired of this. We need to get rid of the Steam numbers." Of course, it's important. Literally, no one can ever say otherwise. I mean, why would you want, especially a game like this? If it's a single-player game, exactly, who cares? Like, if it's a single-player game, no live service, no internet connection required, and you can play the game whenever you want to, then yes. Other than looking at it for the sake of posterity, where you go, "Oh, you know, my game sold 10 million copies versus some guy who couldn't sell 10 of his," you don't need the Steam numbers to play a single-player game, obviously. The problem is that guitar for show or prop? No, it's a real guitar. I haven't played it in probably long time. I don't even know if like the amplifier, I'm sure the amplifier still works, but like my effects pedals and stuff, I don't know. I'd have to hook it all back up. It was all in storage in my apartment for like 12 years, man. Oh, NS, you haven't been here since I moved and stuff. So not that it's really unpacked where you can see it, but like over on this side over here, like I've got all my old N64, my old GameCube, Super NES, my old computer games and Xbox games, and a whole bunch of that stuff unpacked. Of course, I switched computer cases over the winter. That was kind of like my Christmas project to myself, was I put my computer into a different case. And so right there is the panel from my old computer that has all my stickers I put on it and shit. Yeah. No, it's been a while, but I've been... I wanted to have something in the background that was actually more me, you know? After Jason Ronald's GDC talk today, it's clear Xbox is sticking to the Play Anywhere bit. Yeah, no, dude, honestly, Susano, I was looking at the GDC stuff, and given that GDC is primarily for developers and not really for showcasing, like, stuff to customers, I didn't really look into it too much. He wishes he could go deep purple. What are we talking about? Oh, NS, yeah, the jihadi beard is gone, and it's going to stay gone. I'm going to keep the beard short. It was fun to let it grow out for a while. Smoke on the Water. Dude, honestly, I was learning that one at one point. I was never that good on the guitar. There's no way he knows how to play it. No, I can play basic chords. That's about it. For a while, I was getting really good at actually learning, like, solo parts. Like, actual, like, lead guitar parts.
Dan said he wants me as a sugar daddy. I've been traumatized by it for a while now. I might sue for emotional damage.
Yeah. Right after I said that, he was probably kind of like, you know...
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Smeg with the 5. Hey, dude. Appreciate you, man. Oh, I should never have said that.
Liked? Absolutely not.
I shouldn't have said that. I should not have talked about needing a sugar daddy.
Absolutely not.
That was probably wrong on so many levels. But
enjoy being liked.
Sure about the second
part. Liked.
wait. Now you're actually acting like a sugar daddy. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna be done talking. I'm gonna give myself. I'm gonna get in some trouble. Let's see. Look. At GDC, I work downtown, so I see plenty of developers with purple badges around the Moscone Center and Yerba Buena Park. Smeg with the 5 gifted, dude. Appreciate the hell out of you, man. Oh, it's like every time you get in here, it's always like this.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Not to put any expectations on you, but that happens all the time. Especially when you start dropping like gifted memberships and shit down. I'm like, you don't got to do that, man. But I appreciate you. Oiler is the new word. No. See, Susano, I'm already married, and the wife would allow me to have a sugar daddy. I don't think she would ever be okay with the sugar mama thing. So, let me see. Open up and say, oh my god, am I getting Tainted Grail? I will pick up Tainted Grail before it's no longer on sale on Steam. Yes, and then I'm gonna have to figure out when I'm actually gonna play it. So. That's going to have to be something I figure out. Peak brain rot clip on Discord. Oh my god. No. Okay, hang on. Well, if we do that, hang on. What if it's a trans? As long as it's biologically male, my wife won't care as much. I mean, I'm not getting my sugar daddy. I ain't your sugar daddy. Go find your own damn sugar daddy. I am nobody's sugar daddy. I am a Splenda daddy at this point, guys. And even Splenda's too expensive for me. To devs, I'd say the goal is to have a unified pipeline that doesn't require us to build the specific architectures. That you should listen to the talk ends up on YouTube by those there. Yeah, dude. Honestly, I need to look into the GDC stuff because I haven't paid much attention to it recently. Wife's okay if you have a sugar daddy. You know what that means? That she's a lesbian? No, she's not a lesbian. I'm looking for a shirt. Oh my god, you guys are all just... I can't. I just can't. Okay, I'm going to pull up Discord. I'm going to see what you sent me. Hang on a sec here. I think I downloaded the wrong... Oh my god. I mean, it's on YouTube, so it can't be that bad, right? Alright, guys. This is courtesy of NS. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up the trailer that Serrano sent me on Twitter earlier. And then we're going to watch that. And you're going to want to unsubscribe as fast as possible afterwards. So here we go. All right, let's see what we got.
But you know the parties, and I know the island. I'm thinking, maybe you and I can partner up.
You want to run duos? You and me? Competitors?
That's right. Either that, or I release the Diddy files. 667,000 bottles of baby oil.
All in?
No. Each.
Each?
Each.
667,000
bottles of baby oil each.
Wait, why was Charlie Kirk there? Oh my god, dude. Oh, what? What the hell was that? What happened? Oh my god. Dude, I don't even know right now what just happened. Hey, Lugia. You did not miss much. We just talked about Highguard, which we've already gone over quite a bit. Yerba Buena Park is where they had the GD Scream back in 24. Oh my god, you're right. I miss seeing it in person because I go work, but that park I visit every day. Can anyone explain what 6-7 means? It's a meme. It was a guy that said something from a rap song, something to do with like someone's height, and he just went, I don't know, like 6'7", and that's just became a meme. So that just everyone just repeats going 6'7" like this. It's stupid. Dude, my daughter's softball team last year, because the 6-7 thing started right around the time baseball and softball season started. So we're out there, all the coaches, the girls are doing like, okay, stretches before the game, right? Stretch like this, right? And they count from 1 to 10. And every freaking time they go 5, 6, 7. I'm talking every exercise, every time. It was just too much.
Yeah, I know I don't have to. I like to help the mentally handicapped. You are the charity I give to.
Oh my god.
Demented Dan. Hashtag #TBrandT. Hashtag FairGame got why.
Oh my god. No, not Fair Game of the Year. Voto Game of the Year. Come on, man. Dude, thanks for the 5. Yes, my Demented Dan T-Brand T. Yes. No, so NS, my work, I started selling tea. And so I started selling it on my website as well. And everyone's like, you should make it T-Brand T. I'm like, I'm not doing T-Brand T. Absolutely not. But the really funny thing is the quartering. I swear, he's going to have another of my channels under attack video pretty soon. Just watch. Just wait and watch. Dude, Melanie Mac popped up on my YouTube algorithm earlier, and I haven't watched, been subscribed, or seen anything from Melanie Mac in years. And then all of a sudden, she pops up on my YouTube. I'm like, no, be gone, demon. Oh, my God. Nah, man, T, check it out, dude. Let me pull up... Dude, I've been working on my website. So DB Wild did this fun little art for me, and then I added the world's best boss mug because I'm an office whore. And then, yeah, dude, I've been doing... trying to keep up on, like, updating news. The items, the merch items, don't look at those. I got to redo those. I want to get that worked on. But no, man, I actually... Because I started selling tea at work because I'm already, food industry and shit. So... I've got a bunch of those on my website that I'm still working on, dude. Masculinity. That is the one thing I'm lacking. Yeah, no, so this is not quartering coffee brand coffee. Oh, I own a coffee company and everybody works for me. Wink, wink. Totally not a white label, private label drop shipping thing. No, I got an order. Somebody ordered 3 bags of tea, and I had to go and make labels from scratch and figure out, you know, designing them and stuff, and pack the order myself, guys. So, yeah, no, good times. I'm fine with Melanie's puppies popping up on my recommends. I ain't clicking them, and I'm not complaining either. I do not have Sencha. I haven't done anything with Sencha, but maybe in a little bit. I need to add more green tea. Because right now I've only got like the Moroccan mint. I need to do more with green tea. Dude, I didn't realize back when I was younger, and I used to just do like tea bags and shit. No jokes, guys. No tea bag jokes. Okay, my oldest son, my 13-year-old, already makes tea bag jokes all the time. But like, green tea was something I never liked, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait a second. I'm trying to drink more herbal tea because it's better for my intestines and inflammation and all that. But green tea has caffeine. Same thing, more or less, same plant, right? Trace does it with the blackface quartering pick, and I burst out laughing. Dude, that shit is so funny. That is great. Puppies instead of what I actually typed. Oh, didn't you type puppies? What did you type? Hang on. With Oh, Melanie's. Oh, I thought you said Melanie's puppies for some weird reason. I'm not. She doesn't okay. Last patch, they had a skill tree new character to Highguard. Should have been in the game on launch. Dude, Floating Cloud, the game, they admitted after the fact that the game wasn't even done. Did you two beat my comment? Let me go back and take a look. Hang on. You mentioned quartering again. I might actually go and quarter some.
Quarter pounder with his BS businesses or Mel Mac with her fake conservative Christian grift. Both are scum. Emo.
Oh, Smeg, you have no idea, man. And the crazy thing was, recently there was a clip from the quartering that came out because he's all like, you guys need to stop talking to me about Melanie because she's my friend and I don't really want to bang her. And she's married now. And her tits are too small for me anyways. And it's like, she's your employee, man. I get it. Y'all maybe have a weird friendship dynamic, but you're talking about your co-host employee and shit saying, no, I wouldn't be into her anyways because her boobs are too small. Like, if I say that about a random person in front of my wife, that's between her and I, for whether or not it makes her uncomfortable. Like, if I comment on a celebrity that I think is ugly or attractive, and she can then weigh in on whether or not she has, you know, anything to say about that. But you're over here, like, for some weird reason on some, like, background looking camera. It looked like it was like on the, like, a behind the scenes looking shit. Just kind of rambling on about how Melanie Mac and him aren't a thing because her tits are too small. I'm like, what? Jeremy's married. Jeremy's been married for a long time, man. If Mel were to never talk again, she must... Dude, honest to God, and I say this as somebody who is well aware of the fact that my voice, like everybody else on this planet, probably has about 10,000 people that think it's the worst, most annoying sounding voice on the planet. I still remember the YouTube comment someone put on my channel like a year and a half ago, right after I started actually gaining some traction on YouTube, right with the whole Gamergate 2 stuff kicked off. And he's like, man, that's like the gayest voice I've ever heard. And I'm like, I will make sure to tell my wife that, you know? Oh, Angelica Tosh is awesome. Love it. She's a little... Angelica Tosh... And Smeg, thanks for the 5, buddy. I totally forgot to say thank you, dude. I'm sorry. Angelica Tosh is like the female version of Legendary Drops. Because Legendary Drops and Angelica Tosh are probably both on the center right wing side of things, both ideologically, politically, maybe socially, somewhere in the center, but they recognize all the DEI crap, they recognize the woke shit, they recognize all the agenda pushing, but they don't tend to call it out specifically for what it is. They use other words to get around it. And I totally understand mainstream appeal. They don't want to become, you know, too politically whatever. And I get that. I actually 100% get that, and I understand it. But she's kind of like the female version of LD, you know? Quartering likely has bigger melons than Melanie. Dude, one of his is probably bigger than her. Okay. Dylan Mulvaney, that's different. Fair enough, DJ. But I recognize that not everybody is for everyone. And some people, like, I watch YouTubers who I look at and, okay, for example, Fratanga. Fratanga is a guy that a lot of you probably know. Check out Cleared Hot if you like Strike series on Genesis. Oh, dude, no, I got to pull up. Next video I'm going to pull up is Serranos. I don't need bigger than those. That's not the problem with her. Oh my God. So I noticed that Smash sells matcha tea, but I don't personally care for matcha. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't sell it. I just have to, you guys gotta understand, this is like, for me, I am already going into this spring and summer realizing it's going to be really hard to keep up on YouTube and any other side project I do, because right now I'm desperate for something to do in the course of my day to stay busy as far as work goes, paying the bills and all that. Once April and May get here, I'm going to be freaking crazy busy nonstop till probably fall, which is good because I need to make money because the money's drying up. It's not like business is terrible this time of year for me. But then spring and summer kick off and things go crazy. So I'm really trying to push hard. No homo, DB Wild. I'm just saying. Trying to push myself to get some stuff figured out before I'm too busy to have time for it, you know? Jasmine tea. That's a good one. Not kidding about it going bad quick. Doing this online isn't really matcha. I actually can't watch Legendary Drops every video. His feels like I'm getting scolded by my... I think you said that before, Vernum. I think so. I think best ones out there are Sydney here, Sweeney's. Yeah, but not everybody can be a Sydney Sweeney. You know? That's the thing. And to be honest, Sydney Sweeney, if she wasn't a Hollywood actress, people would probably look at her and go, oh yeah, she's a nice looking girl, and they move on with their day. The problem is our expectations have been so damn low that when somebody like Sydney Sweeney comes along and she's like so far above the bare minimum of what's expected, people will go, oh my God, she's like a 10 out of 10, which again, I'm not complaining about people like Sydney Sweeney. She's fine. Looks great. It's just that we've had our I mean, look, we've been looking at freaking Bella Ramsey for the last couple of years, okay? And Sydney Watson's pretty also, you know? Dude, I tried matcha. Okay, I tried freaking, what is mochi? Mochi with, I think it was matcha tea in it at one point. Mochi is the most god-awful, disgusting, slimy, snotty, most horrible texture of anything you can ever put in your mouth. And I swear to God, I don't know how the Japanese do it, but mochi is the most horrifyingly disgusting shit on the planet. Where's Ellen Page? Don't you mean Elliot? The Overton window of hotness, yes. You bought potatoes the other day, I swear on my life I saw her face. Just like, you know, the face of Jesus in the tortilla, yeah. It's rice. You know, I know it's rice, but it's the texture. It's gummy. Follow a lot of commentary channels that strongly dislike each other. I do sub your Fratanga. Latino Parfait, side scroller, smash entertainment, and good content is still good to me. Yeah, McKinney, a lot of those people can't stand each other. Fratanga is probably banned from ever being allowed on side scrollers. Fratanga and Smash follow each other, but Fratanga gives Smash. The thing about Fratanga is he's kind of an asshole, kind of a troll, but he's really funny, and I get it. I understand where he's coming from a lot of the time. I might not agree with him on a lot of stuff, but at least I think Fratanga is good at what he does, you know? So... what was I eating? No, it's the texture. So matcha, or not matcha, mochi seems like it's great at first because it's this nice little round, soft, doughy ball, right? Little thing, and you go to eat it, but then you chew it, and you can't stop chewing it because the texture just won't. It's like you have to swallow it whole if otherwise. It's just, I don't know, dude. Not slimy like snotty. I'm talking about once you're trying to eat it. I felt like I had a testicle in my mouth, okay? And no, I don't know what that's like. I've never eaten like Rocky Mountain oysters or something, but I couldn't chew it. I don't know. No, it wasn't rotten. I've tried the frozen mochi with the ice cream in the middle. I've tried fresh mochi with like the fruit fillings. I don't. Will X Voto reach 20K? I'm just, Serrano, I'm saying I imagine it's what it would be like. Not supposed to. You're supposed to put them in your mouth, and I just can't. Oh my God, some people have eaten mochi choking to death. Yeah, Xvoto won't reach 1K, I don't think. But no, this World War I game, honestly, I think it looks really cool. And like I was saying, this is where Steam charts are exceptionally relevant. Like, it actually hit a peak of 64.92. I don't know. I'm really hoping games like this pull it out, man. I'm really hoping. But we'll see. Got one mochi ice cream to try, and I did not like it as well. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, I don't understand the texture, you know? Wait. 368 people were hospitalized by the Tokyo Fire Department data from 2019 to 2023 due to mochi choking, and 338 in Tokyo from 2020 to 2024. See, it's not just me, man. Oh my God. Susano, I'm going to pretend I didn't just read that sentence. I'm not repeating that out loud. I just can't. I cannot. I'm just, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I feel like you got mochi and not actual mochi. There's a difference between what's sold in the West and what's actually in Japan. Fair enough, Avernum. You're probably correct on some aspect of that. But I have also never been to Japan, so I wouldn't know. I got no idea. I'm going to pull this over here. Pop into my DMs and find the one from Susano. So guys, Susano sent this to me earlier today and says, this is the game Marathon fans should be playing. Now, I'm going to give you guys this context. We've talked a lot on this channel, on Discord, on Twitter, about how there's something about Marathon that appeals to a lot of the trans, furry, identified people. And so obviously, I'm assuming that's what Susano meant when he sent this to me. So just keep that in mind, okay? I'm gonna pull this up over here. This is like the most terrifying. You guys are gonna be like, what the fuck after you've seen this? Not Susano, Serrano. Sorry, I'm mixing you guys up. My bad. Not you, Susano. My kids love mochi. If I pulled out, I wouldn't have two sons 13 months apart. Oh my God, man. I've never called. No, I meant Serrano. My bad.
I declare bankruptcy!
She's flat. She's eggless. She was a woke. You all good.
I'll read that, dude, right after this. I swear to God, Serrano, I don't know where you found this. Ripped off, you need new TTS. I'm sorry, man. Lest Mama fill you to her carcass. It's called Mama's Sleeping Angels. It was just a shooter I stumbled across during Next Fest. I was looking for co-op, I think. Some Trooncore, all right. Oh, yeah, Marathon single-player campaign. Slopathon has a broken UI. This one has a broken everything. Yeah. She's flat. She's eggless. She's a wokey. Whoa, buddy. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. TTS robbed you. Plus, it was during the other... I should have paused this, but thanks for the 5, dude. More like Mama Sleeping Demons. Yeah. Pretentious as hell. It's something as hell, but yeah, Serrano, I appreciate you sending that to me because now we all have AIDS from watching this, apparently. So, that being said, let's go ahead and shift over. What do we have here? Oh, I did want to point out after all the Highguard stuff, we can't not talk about Highguard and mention that Jeff Keighley he's moved on, guys. Jeff Keighley has not mentioned Highguard since, let's see. It's been a while. March 3rd. The man hasn't mentioned Highguard in 8 days. Shocking, right? Today he posted something about a game, and this is the funniest part. If you go into the replies, everybody's asking him about Highguard. First look at Legend of California, a new online survival game from former Blizzard director Jeff Kaplan. And I'm like, nothing, not even an au revoir. Did you ask Tencent permission to post this? You are the Jim Cramer of video games. Technically, Highguard is still alive for a few more hours. Hold off, man, one at a time. Hold on, guys. Jeff Kaplan was the GOAT. He got let go because he stood against Blizzard's DEI push to let him cook. How much did Tencent pay for this one? Online, not sure you get the hint that we're fucking done with live service slop. Not again, Jeff. Jeff trying to see what other games he can murder with his first looks. We're on to you, Jeff. Oh my God. Is Gavin Newsom in the game? Does he raise taxes on everyone and fraud is running wild? Oh no, not again. When will it be enough for you? Hype for the Tencent god, flops for the flop throne, Jeff Keighley's war cry. Oh my God, dude. Hey, Tsunami. Let's ruin both eyes while we're at it. At least AIDS is treatable these days. Oh my god. There's a second video on that. I'm not watching it, man. Avernum, I'm good. I'm good. It's like a mix between Lethal Company and True Course. Oh my god. Dude doesn't even know the difference between a PC and a console. Richard would roll his eyes if he did that. No one will ever take a game recommendation seriously. In fact, I'd be surprised if games don't start paying him not to mention their games. Dude, for real. Donald Glover voice acting Yoshi. Thank fuck I don't give a shit about Shinten. Dude, honestly, I think it's Donald Glover. Donald Glover is such an annoying actor. Like, everything I've ever seen him in, like because I've never watched him in a movie. Donald Glover is one of those ones that, thank God, I've managed to avoid watching anything with him in. Anything I see him in, I instantly avoid. There's something about that man that is instantly off-putting. And I don't know what it is. It's crazy. Wouldn't help Jeff off a horse. I didn't watch Community. That's one that I need to watch. I've heard that Community's good. Looks like an Antifa recruitment game. Yeah, not wrong. Donald Glover made Lando a pansexual. Exactly, guys. Exactly. So, not to mention, I didn't realize that Donald Glover was also Childish Gambino, I think is the name of his persona as like a singer or whatever, I guess. Childish Gambino. I don't know. The weird music video where he's walking around shirtless and he shoots the guy in the fucking head. It's like... yeah. I like his work as Childish Gambino. I like some of the stuff he's in. Dude, I don't know. He's like Pedro Pascal to me. I see the face and I instantly don't want to watch it. Something about it, dude. I don't know. But yes, we were talking about this earlier. Valve facing a second class action lawsuit over loot boxes. Consumer lawsuit comes over a week after a similar suit filed by the state of New York. So Valve is getting it from both ends, guys. This is crazy. This is America? Yes. Yes. Less than 2 weeks after New York State sued Valve for letting children and adults illegally gamble with loot boxes, a second consumer class action lawsuit has been filed, making essentially the same allegation that loot boxes in Valve games like Counter-Strike 2, Team Fortress 2, and Dota 2 are carefully engineered to extract money from consumers, including children, through deceptive casino-style psychological tactics. It's not that deep, guys. Some of the chat thinks Clever's okay shit too. Nah, man, we're all entitled to have terrible opinions, okay? I have my own things that I enjoy that most people... I liked Batman versus Superman, okay? Y'all can make of that what you will. I didn't think it was that bad. Granted, I watched it one time. On a rewatch, I probably wouldn't like it anymore. But I liked Ben Affleck as Batman, and I hate Ben Affleck. As an actor, I can't stand him. But for some weird reason, I liked him as Batman. I don't know. Of course, it got Henry Cavill as Superman. It was wasted, but, you know, whatever. Let's see. The Rothschilds are pissed. Yeah. Glover was a writer on 30 Rock as well. Maybe I should give 30 Rock a try. I don't know. I'm reading through the Witcher books right now, and then I'm going to go back and watch the first few seasons of The Witcher to see just how badly they butchered it, because I cannot remember... I remember parts of the show that aren't lining up with the books already. So it'll be interesting now that I'm actually reading the books to see how the show really botched things. Was there a scene where Batman teabagged Superman? Not quite. He did have like the robotic, metallic armor Batman suit on at one point towards the end of the movie, and he kryptonite gassed his ass, swung him around, beat him up. I don't think he actually teabagged him though. New York isn't going after websites like gambling sites like GoDaddy, which actually decreases their users' odds to make more money. But sure, let's go after Valve. Valve is just the easy target, man. I don't know. See, Susano, I'm a fan of Batman killing people. I'm a fan of the Punisher. I'm not a fan of the classic superhero trope where they don't kill any of the bad guys. I don't know. To me, I like seeing the bad guys die in the movie. Bat sacking. Go after Valve, but ignore how all the betting sites are intrusive pretty much everywhere. Yeah, exactly. We believe Valve deliberately engineered its gaming platform. We believe Valve deliberately engineered its gaming platform and profited enormously from it. Steve Berman, founder and managing partner at law firm Hagens Berman, said in a press release, consumers played these games for entertainment, unaware that Valve had allegedly already stacked the odds against them. We intend to hold Valve accountable and put money back in the pockets of consumers. Huh? How is it Valve's fault? So they host a game on their platform, sell a game on their platform that has predatory monetization. Well, that sucks, but I blame the developers of the game first and foremost, the publishers, the studio behind it, whatever corporation they're attached to. How is that Valve's fault? Bat sacking my next game. Oh my god. Let me see here. The system is well known to anyone who's played a Valve multiplayer game. Okay. There's no such thing as a Valve multiplayer game. Is this really a PC Gamer article? It's not a Valve multiplayer game. Earn a locked loot box by playing, pay $2.50 for a key, unlock it, get a digital doohickey that's sometimes worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, but far more often is worth just a few pennies. Is that gambling? If these cases go to court, we'll find out. Full complaint points out an unlocking process is even designed to look like a slot machine. Images of possible items scroll across the screen, spinning fast at first, then slowing to a stop on the player's prize. Players buy and open loot boxes for the same reason people play slot machines, the hope of a valuable payout. You're talking about literally a mechanic that is involved in like every single live service game. So how is it possible that this is a Valve problem? And then the New York lady launches another case immediately. Isn't that crazy? And actually, I haven't even watched the videos on this. I know that Fratanga had a video about the lawsuits and stuff, and I actually haven't paid too much attention to it yet. So does Rocket League, literally same slot machine. Look, well, QC Jerks, their argument would be because Valve has Rocket League on the platform, Valve is the one essentially scamming or not scamming, illegally enticing minors to engage in gambling on their platform. Lawyer named Berman. Stop noticing, guys. Stop it. Because they can trade the items for real money, they think. Well, and that depends on the game, though. Some games, like CSGO, you can. Other games, like Apex Legends, you can't. So, what? Why wouldn't the workaround just be like, don't allow games on your platform that people can sell merchandise or cosmetics for real-life currency? I don't understand how this is a Valve issue specifically. Epic took it off. Oh yeah, you're right. Epic took Rocket League off Steam. There's some guy who does shorter vids breaking all this stuff down. Yeah, Legal Mindset probably has something on it too, I imagine. Full complaint points out the unlocking process is designed to look like a slot machine. Loot boxes, the complaint continues, are not incidental features of Valve's games, but rather a deliberate, carefully engineered revenue model. That's of Valve's games. I swear to God, do these guys not realize that Valve doesn't develop games? Their only game they have, like, that they've developed, I'm pretty sure, is Deadlock, right? Rather, a deliberate, carefully engineered revenue model, so too is the Steam community market and Steam itself, which the suit claims is deliberately designed to enable the sale of digital items on third-party marketplaces through trade URLs, despite Valve's terms of service prohibiting off-platform sales. I don't think the terms allow it anyway. Right, exactly what I just said. Counter-Strike is made by Valve. Is that what the issue is? Because that's the one that people can do that on? CS2 and TF2, so Team Fortress 2 have boxes also. Counter-Strike, Dota, TF2. But are those games specifically in any way like developed or hosted by Valve when they're not available on any? My question is, are those games on any other platform, and did Valve develop all those games? No, that wouldn't count, Lugia, because that kind of behavior is actually a violation of terms of service for pretty much most game companies, most studios, most publishers will have it in your terms of service, whether it's a game like Guild Wars back in the day or World of Warcraft or anything, that you cannot sell your account with all your items for money in real life. You can't say, I have a max level paladin and he's got this, ecto, plasmic armor or whatever kind of shit. And here you go. I want $3,000 for that. That would be a violation of terms of service. And if they find out you did it, they'll ban the account and that person will be out the money and they'll be out the account as well. Most games have it as a violation of terms of service to sell for actual real life money. No worries, DB Wild. Take it easy, buddy. So Counter-Strike's not on other platforms. Not sure of the others. Okay. Valve doesn't have them on anything. So those are all Valve games. Interesting. So that's the angle that they're going at. Huh. If you have a pity system, is null and void. I don't like how one-sided Legal Mindset is, so I'm going to launch my own channel, A Legal Mindset. Find solutions to all your problems now without the restrictions of law. Oh my God. Yeah, Luigi, I didn't know that either. I mean, Valve is also sued by some music rights company, right, for a licensing agreement because there's music in Forza Horizon, for example. I saw something about that. It's really fascinating. It's like this. I'm finding out stuff I didn't know. Let me see here. While the debate over whether loot boxes constitutes a form of gambling continues to rage, the suit claims Valve's system doesn't indeed qualify under Washington law, my state, yay, which defines gambling as staking or risking something of value upon the outcome of a contest of chance or a future contingent, even not under the person's control or influence. Interesting. What makes this case particularly egregious is that Valve knew children were on the other end of these transactions, Berman said, rather than protect young players. Here we go back to the whole protect the children shit again. Through age verification or a parental consent mechanism, we believe they rigged the game to extract more money from them. How are the kids buying the games? Explain this to me. How are these children buying these games? With their parents' credit cards. So that right there already has to be the workaround. They have to have their Steam account set up to PayPal or something that an adult would already have to have set up. So, I don't know, man. I got such mixed feelings on this, dude. These people not realize what's at stake. Probably about the same as Crockett, but higher than Tiffany Henyard, which isn't hard. Alizé. My God, dude. CS2 is rated M for mature, 17 and up. Can't you get Steam gift cards in stores? You can, I guess, but you'd still have to spend money on it, and most children don't have jobs. They'd still have to get the money from somewhere. Technically, they could spend cash, sure. So your kid, your 12-year-old could go to a store with cash, or if they have like one of those kid account debit cards, they could buy the Steam card. They could then go home and purchase well, hang on a second. When you purchase those things on the games on Steam, does it pull from your Steam wallet, or is there like a secondary processor that has to be involved? I don't know this shit because I don't do that. Whatever. Open and shut case. I mean, I don't know, man. This kind of shit can drag on forever. So it can pull directly from the wallet if you have money on there? Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, it's QC Jerks. I agree it's a parenting issue. I don't think it's a Valve issue. But that's just one of those things that they're going to use the kid angle of it as an excuse for regulations for more age verification bullshit and whatnot. It's crazy, dude. Let me see. What was this one here? Pirate Nation earlier has this post that said Valve has published its official response to the New York Attorney General's lawsuit regarding loot boxes in Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, and Team Fortress 2. I didn't realize that those were developed by Valve. That's crazy. They describe cosmetic items as equivalent to collectible trading cards with no effect on gameplay and reject the claim that they constitute illegal gambling. Valve states it has already taken extensive action against unauthorized third-party gambling sites, including locking over 1 million accounts and imposing trade restrictions. Companies opposing the AG's demands to make items non-transferable and to collect additional user data, calling those requirements excessive. If the Attorney General prevails, Valve warns that New York players could lose the ability to sell or trade their digital items. I mean, they don't care. Let's be honest. I mean, Averno, I get that. And I think we all have exceptions that we would make depending on, how much you trust the platform that you're on. I think New York just needs more money due to Mamdani. Valve is the easy target. I mean, that's very likely, DJ. Just saying, kids have money, but that has nothing to do with Valve. That's what he's getting at, where they get the funds. Kids don't work. Actually, much bigger issue